Ding! No, fuck up the place. My mother's
On the spot, news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Saturday the day when some of the ones and ones them traverse out there to church. So happy Sabbath to you, and please remember On The Spot News Media, it's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right now, so you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular members of Chan Public out there traversing about your lawful business, whether it is you're going to the market district, you don't know if you get the little onion, skeleton and time to deal with the pepper pot soup later, certain type of way. Yeah man, just go and stay safe whilst you're out there in the streets. And as always, from Moran Point to Negril Point, safe travel, Pandy Gravel, and continuously look out on the corner yai Kazwa, the old dirty corner boy them, always out there, alerts. Yeah man. And in recent times, you know, I've always been saying this to you, the regular members of Chan Public, especially you who are living in the rural sections of Jamaica. When you see strange faces in a place, especially if you hear say is a man who come from a certain area or from a certain place, alert the police, because them criminal elements here we come mess up on a nice, decent rural community. Now on your screen is an infamous character, more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Jughead. So for those who is listening from the general Eastern Kingston communities of Burgher Gully and Base 1, the general Rockfort Mountain View community, would most definitely know who On The Spot News Media is making reference to. Well, this controversial figure, Jughead, old dirty corner boy within his own right, was taken off the streets, luckily for you, the regular members of Chan Public, by police officers who are hell-bent in ridding these communities of these criminal elements. But the thing about him being taken off the street, he was not caught in Eastern Kingston, where he's from, but he was caught in the Islington community of St. Mary. Wanna see how far the old dirty corner boy left and gonna hide way in a Islington, St. Mary. So people of Jamaica living in these rural parts of the island, please keep a watch, keep a look out for these criminal elements trying to hide among you in these rural communities. Just a point to note to some of the friends and family members of these criminals who continuously hide them in these rural communities and think that they're doing something good. Just remember that these criminal elements, you don't know what is truly happening in the spaces where they're from. And you don't know their true character some of the times. And wherever these criminal elements go, best believe that death and destruction will follow them, because they have a rival list long so, and those who are their rivals are hell-bent in finding them wherever they are, and when they do, all hell will break loose in your homes and in your communities. So be careful when you're hiding these criminal elements. Now, Jughead is one of them criminal there who definitely likes the highlight and wants to be highlighted as such, as he has made several utterances in the past that, yo, uno not bad unless uno make it pan on the spot news media or other social media platforms like him. So he take light to these type of situations, as he so want to be known as a top tier criminal. Who remember this photograph presently on your screen, that Burger King incident where I think 2, if memory serves me correct, lost their lives in an early morning attack in Burger King on Barbican Road, right there. So Jughead is the infamous character in this particular picture. Just a screen clip from the video itself. There you see him trying to hop into that white BMW, and the Spot News Media also covered that particular story. Now, this criminal element, as I stated, was taken off the streets. Luckily for you, the regular members of Chan Public in Islington, St. Mary. But anyway, we're going to continue the Jughead story some other time, but make we dive into other East Kingston happenings. So now, the infamous 17-lane family. I'm speaking to you presently. You know yourself. That family that has lost so many family members in the recent upsurge of gang war in the Burgher Gully 17-lane community. I don't know the top burger, bottom burger war, and now the war for Danship by one of that infamous family member known as Kojo. So Kojo is presently on your screen. A very controversial figure also. A knockis and clappis within his own right. Definitely no stranger to On The Spot News Media. And most definitely no stranger to the police over there in the Eastern Kingston community. And I'm pretty sure to you watching this vlog, who is from the general Burgher Gully, Eastern Kingston, Montview Avenue community, Kojo is most definitely no stranger to you. I've covered vlogs where they have lost family members. We are talking about the 8-year-old DJ Daz, and we're also speaking about the male known as Joel that lost his life the same time when the 8-year-old lost his life in a brazen knockings and clappings in the 17-lane community. I covered those vlogs extensively. For those who have not yet watched those vlogs, please go over and do so. And since I've covered those vlogs, I've gotten many messages, DMs, you name it, I've gotten it. But I'm going to be speaking about the last 2. And I chose those last 2 for a reason. Because yesterday, the family again lost another family member. This time out there on Windward Road, to be exact. Sometime around 4 p.m. He's said to be the brother of the infamous character that I featured not too long ago, Kojo. And this man has since been identified by his name, Tafari Bell, but more popularly known in the streets as Val. It is said that criminal elements who are rivals of his brother took him out in a hail of bullets sometime around 4 p.m. along Windward Road. Now the last two messages I got, one was from the sister or niece of Kojo, known as Little Miss. Little Miss sent me, you don't know, the regular ghetto common girl type of message, where the word dunce was printed all over it. Whole heap of expletives saying basically a bunch of nothingness. I paid no attention to it. I didn't even reply because I can't see myself lowering my standards to that of Little Miss. So I just let it be. She spoke, you don't know, as I stated, the regular common girl way. Whole heap of suck your mother. And I've stated in many times, as what twins them would have said, that suck your mother thing there need for upgrade in these days. But I guess everyone has adapted to the dunce culture. So I forgive you for your arrogance and ignorance. But I got another DM on my Instagram page from another family member who stated, and I quote, "I'm asking you kindly to stop from mentioning my family's name in your vlogs. Leave us and let us mourn in peace, because you're getting information from the public that is wrong about the family member, and basically laying the blame of losing her family members squarely at the feet of On The Spot News Media, to include the family member who lost his life yesterday along Windward Road, the man known as Tafari Bell, but more popularly called Val. Now I'm speaking to the family right now to wake up and smell the roses, because it seems as if there's three sets of persons in that particular family. The criminal elements, the ones who are not directly criminal elements but know of the criminal activities in the family and not doing anything, they support it. And you have the ones who are family members who are oblivious to what is happening. It's either them know or them are pretend as if them don't know what is happening and trying to point fingers on everyone else except where the fingers ought to be pointed. So that person who penned me that DM on Instagram yesterday, reaching out to me and also making threats to reach out to her London, England connects for them to use their powers that they have to remove my Instagram page and also my YouTube page from the internet or from social media. I say this to you. You need to start pointing fingers where they actually should be pointed. And that is at the controversial figures in your family, namely Kojo. He is the problem. He is the issue at hand. And your general family members is the problem. Because the problem that you're facing in your family right now has been there way before On The Spot News Media start mentioning your particular family. As I've always stated, to thine own self, be true. You can say whatsoever you want to say on social media or to me or to the media at large. But deep down inside, you know the truth. And the persons living in that community is tired of the bloodshed that is being caused by the actions of some of your very family members. So start pointing the fingers where they should be pointing and stop resting blame of the knockings and clappings that resulted in the loss of life of your family members squarely at the feet of On The Spot News Media and his supporters. You see, it's toxic people like you who are naive and living in denial why the country is in the state that it is presently in. You need to be honest, not to me or to the world, but to yourself. And then and only then, the truth will come from your mouth. And you will start resting blame where it ought to be rested, which is squarely at the feet of your own family members. Because On The Spot News Media and like-minded vloggers who speaks about the ills of this country, we do so because of what people like you and your family members are doing. If crimes are not committed, we have nothing to talk about. And I would rather not to be on here speaking about crime and speak about the lush greenery of our dearly beloved island and all the nice scenery, the beaches, the secluded spots, and the panoramic views that you can have from certain angles of the island. I would rather to come and speak about that. But because of our present crime situation, it's a dirty job, but guess what? Somebody got to do it. Yeah, man. So wake up and smell the roses. And as always, a word to the wise. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not stating that your family is the sole cause of everything that is happening in the 17-lane top burger, bottom burger war. I'm not saying that, because it takes two to tango. But your family also is a present factor in what is happening. And if you can deal with that section of it, and the other rivals, the other parties involved can deal with theirs, there will be peace. Yeah, man. So anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.